It's week 5 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Mike Evans. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching during an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Throwing on second down, Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Brady on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. first and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Mariota, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mariota now. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Play number 7 in this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 33. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They go play action. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure is in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 4.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Fitzpatrick, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. First catch for him in the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Now seen in the NFL, and Cameron Brate just keeps sticking around to make plays like that. Undrafted out of Harvard back in 2014, he has certainly outlasted many other tight ends since that time. He's a quarterback's best friend, and he's more than earned a run as Tampa Bay started.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw, it's Brady. Jones has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on second down. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. 2 yards, good enough for a first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now Brady again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Sukup's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied area. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. On play action, Mariota. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. That was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 1. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mariota. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, bringing a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Fournette. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Brady to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mariota. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Now Mariota. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw Mariota. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down.
Probably the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibility. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing in 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mariota now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Able to get this across the 20 before going over the line. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On play action. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Up the gut, Fournette. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. A handoff, Fournette running left to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyle Rudolph from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. They'll give it to Patterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Patterson again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering on the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
From the 27, Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He completes it to Ridley. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Running left, here's Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Steps away. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield. And
this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mariota, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This dominant defensive performance continues right now. This pretty well, though. He's not received the protection he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the turf.
If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Second and 5 now. Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Brady. To Evans on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And great. The tight end's got it. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brady to throw. Able to find Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Back to throw, Brady. Evans has it left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Buccaneers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.